So the problem reads, a 75 milliliter solution of hydrochloric acid with an unknown concentration is titrated with 27.3 milliliters of 1.57 concentration of calcium hydroxide. What was the concentration of hydrochloric acid in the original solution? So we should pick out that they are giving us volume and concentration, so we know that we're going to have to use the formula that states moles equals concentration times volume, so just keep that in mind. The first solution is hydrochloric acid. It's said that we get 75 milliliters, which for these types of problems we have to remember to convert to liters. Hydrochloric acid is a strong acid, so it's going to separate. And then the second solution that we are titrating it with is calcium hydroxide. Again, we were given 27.3 milliliters, so we convert that to liters. Also note the concentration was given. Calcium hydroxide is a strong base, so it's also going to separate. The first step would be to write a balanced chemical equation. So we are mixing hydrochloric acid with calcium hydroxide, so those are our reactants. And then we know that the hydrogen is going to bond with one of the hydroxides to form H2O as a product, and then the calcium chloride. Once we balance it, we have 2 moles of hydrochloric acid and 2 moles of H2O. That is just to give us an even amount of each element on both sides. The next step would be to find the moles of calcium hydroxide, which we know to do because we're given a volume and a concentration, which is given here. So we multiply those together by using the formula and get 0.0042861 moles of calcium hydroxide. Then we're going to use the balanced chemical equation that we created to turn that into moles of hydrochloric acid. So we get the moles of calcium hydroxide that we just calculated, multiply it by 2 moles of hydrochloric acid, and 1 mole, divide by 1 mole of calcium hydroxide so that those units cancel. And that's going to give us 0.0085722 moles of hydrochloric acid. Then from that, we can find the concentration of hydrochloric acid it's asking for in the original solution. So we're going to use the volume from the original solution, which is 75 milliliters or 0.075 liters. So we divide those two numbers and get 0.114269, which is about 0.114 concentration of hydrochloric acid, which would be the answer to the problem. Some common mistakes are not changing milliliters to liters, which we have to do in these types of problems, or not balancing the chemical equation. They just always have to be balanced, so you have to know that they have to have the same amount of hydrogens on one side as the other, calciums, vice versa, whatever element is in the equation. And using the formula wrong, so in this case, we're using the formula moles equals concentration times volume. So for example, here we are finding concentration, so we would divide by volume on both sides. So divide mole by volume. That's algebra. So, yeah.